destroy my world! Alright, what is going on, everybody? Today we have another Marvel Rivals video for you today. And today I wanted to talk about something that's honestly just really pissing me off as of late with Marvel Rivals. I think it's something that a lot of you guys could resonate when I say this, but why is a lot of these like bot healers such as Cloak and Dagger, Luna, Invis are constantly getting buffs that they kind of in general just don't deserve, right? What do I mean by this? As you saw in the thumbnail, Cloak and Dagger got this ability where she can freeze herself, right? It's the same thing that Mei can do in Overwatch, right? She freezes herself, she cannot be damaged, she is CC immune, you cannot break it, and it's overall just another way to survive, right? So what's really interesting is this is something that I personally have been complaining about ever since the game has came out. This character is genuinely just very easy to play. I don't think anyone that plays Cloak and Dagger would just go out and be like, yeah, no, this is a hard character. Like, no, this is a pretty easy character, right? Even though it's two characters, it's pretty simple, right? Every character just has two different abilities that do slightly different things. But overall, the main problem with this character is that not only is she easy to play, she has one of the strongest ults in the game, right? And she also has a lot of survivability, especially now in season 9, where she got this ability with Luna Snow, where she actually is able to encase herself in ice and is unable to be damaged, nor CC immune, and she's also CC immune. So it's like, I don't understand why Marvel Rivals keeps doing this, right? Especially when we got this hotfix, where supposedly this hotfix was meant to be kind of like yeah, we're gonna keep a close moderation on the game to, you know, stabilize it and come in with the quick patch notes to kind of stabilize a lot of the annoying things that's happening within the game, right? And it was supposed to be something that I thought was more so a nerf to a lot of characters, because when we all heard about season 9, the first thing that we all thought was like, oh, this is gonna be a massive balancing reset, right? So, because in my opinion, season 8 was probably the most balanced Marvel Rivals has ever been, right? Of course, there was like, not saying it's the most perfect, right? But it is the most, the best season that, you know, they pretty much were able to get in terms of balancing. If not for season 9, I feel like all they had to do were like very minor tweaks, like nerf Cyclops, you know, and maybe nerf some of other stuff like Gambit ult, right? And then of course a Widow rework. Those three main things, and then the game probably would have been at its very most balanced state that the game could have ever reached. But instead we got season 9, where we got this whole team up stuff. And even though I personally do believe that ultimately season 9 is something that quite honestly needed to happen, and I'm glad that it happened, because the game at this point has become very stale and just pretty much needed some sort of shakeup, right? Because let's be honest, getting a character every month is cool, but the problem is like we weren't getting a lot of the stuff that we actually needed, right? Like, for example, a new actual game mode for, you know, quick play and comp. We weren't getting turn-based bans. We weren't getting maps in general. We weren't getting maps, and characters for the most part. Balancing was also a major issue until recently, right? With season 8, but it was mainly like them dropping characters was more of a nuisance than anything, just because it's like, I remember when Elsa Bloodstone came out, and that was a time where Daredevil and Gambit were terrorizing the game, right? They were terrorizing the game, and on top of that they dropped Elsa Bloodstone, and it's like, oh great, like not only did they not nerf a lot of the characters that are really busted and broken, but they dropped another DPS character that has the easiest ult in the game and is so unfair and is so not fun to deal with, that it's just kind of like, what do we do, bro? Like, what's going on here, right? Because it's like we have all these major broken characters that needed to be dealt with, and they're not being dealt with. And on top of that, they drop a character like Elsa Bloodstone, most broken, busted character ever, comes out, terrorizes the game, and that's just another ban that we have to worry about, right? And that was before they added like the 3 bans on each team. So, you know, it's kind of one of those things where now we're in season 9. The moment we hit the best spot in terms of balancing, we just hit a hard reset on terms of balancing. Of course, the game is admittedly fun, more fun than before, just because it's like I'm playing a lot of characters that I don't usually play because they got team ups that kind of enhances their gameplay a little bit, right? But stuff like this cloak and dagger free shit is not cool. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, why is a character that already has 2, honestly 3 major ways to survive, right? In terms of her, like, she can put the bubble down, heal herself, she can also phase, right? She can also phase out of things, and now she has this free shit, which I don't know if you guys have experienced this, but cloak and dagger can actually cycle through all those 3 abilities and just survive forever, right? Like, she can put a bubble down. Once that's over, she can go into cloak and phase out, and then by the time she phases out, she can go into her freezing form, and by the time she's done with her freezing form, she can throw another healing orb down, and when that's done, she can phase again. Like, it is honestly so freaking ridiculous. Why are these characters getting so much like good treatment, bro? I don't understand. And there's one of the things that I forgot to mention when I brought up the hotfix. They buffed pretty much every support character. They buffed every support character, but they nerfed Mantis and Ultron. They buffed Gambit. Okay, you know how ridiculous that sounds? That a character who's been permanently banned since the day he came out, he's always and probably always will be banned. This character needs to be nerfed. His ultimate needs to be nerfed. It's the only reason why he's perma-banned is because his ultimate is just too strong. Why is NetEase still buffing these characters? Why are they not nerfing these characters? Why is Cloak and Dagger getting a team up with Luna Snow, who's one of the most strongest support characters in the game right now, by the way? That self-cleanse shit, yeah, that needs to go as well. Like, what are we doing? Self-cleanse? Are we serious? Like, and double charm and a freeze, like, and very strong damage on top of that. Like, I just genuinely don't understand where we're going with this, right? I don't know what direction this game is going, because for me, like, I already had it. I had like this notion in my head where it's like, okay, yeah, we're getting a hard reset in balancing, right? But in return, we're getting a fun gameplay experience. We're getting Marvel Rivals too. That's the whole point of this update. That's the whole point of this season. But now I'm a little worried because with this hotfix, they kind of, in a way, let me know that, hey, this is what we're focusing. This is our priority, right? They didn't nerf a lot of the most broken stuff, right? They didn't nerf a lot of the broken team-ups. Instead, they just straight up enhanced a lot of the characters, mainly supports, who are already strong. Why are you buffing Gambit? Why are you buffing Invis? Why are you nerfing Ultron? Oh, it's because pro play fucking triple support shit. I don't care about pro play. No one cares about pro play. Pro play makes such an insignificant number in Marvel Rivals that is borderline like, who? I'm sorry, like, do we not understand the whole purpose of pro play is that pro players will literally play any character that is needed to win the game. It's not about, I'm good at this character and I'm gonna play this character and win in pro play just because I'm good at him. It's like, no, I'm gonna play this character and win with him because this character is the most busted character, or this is the most busted team, right? That's the whole deal with pro play, right? So it's like, yeah, I mean, pro play makes such an insignificant number in terms of Marvel Rivals. Why are we paying attention to pro players? Who cares about pro players? Their opinions don't matter. They play the game, they pick a character who's the most busted, and then they just play the game, and then that's it. That's the whole shtick, right? If you nerf, I don't know, nerf Ultron or whatever, because he gets played a lot in pro play. Nerf Ultron to the fucking ground. Well, they're just gonna go to the next character who's the most busted. So it's like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who you play, or who you know, how you balance stuff, because they just adapt to the most broken, to the next most the most broken character who's next. So it's like, I don't understand. What are they looking at, right? It was pretty obvious that Black Widow needed a rework, and that's good. even though it took forever. But we got it, and that was great. Jubilee came out. She's I don't know where Jubilee is at right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. She just came out. I don't know where she stands in terms of like the rating. I don't know if she's like really strong, really broken, or really garbage compared to a lot of these characters, but I'm willing to say that she's probably a little bit below a lot of these characters. Most people are just still kind of used to playing their Lunas, their Invis, their Cloak and Daggers, their Gambits, right? Your typical heal botters. You'll probably see a lot of champ Cloak and Daggers now that she got this really stupid, annoying, easy, boo easy, like get out of jail free card team up. So I don't know where Jubilee stands, but she's really fun. I played her for a couple games. She's really fun. I don't know where we're gonna go from here, and it's kind of worrying because if this is because they also said that, like, Marvel Rivals said that they're not gonna change, they're not gonna remove, they're not gonna add any more team ups to what we currently have. So what you see is what you get. So Cloak and Dagger having this freezing ability, that's what we got. It's not going away, and we're not getting anything else that's new, right? She has the team up with Luna, that she can heal herself on top of that if Luna's on the team, and she has the team up with the Hood, which I honestly don't even know what it does because no one uses it. So genuinely, it's kind of concerning. I don't know what to even think right now because we're just, like I said before, and this is just a balancing reset. So NetEase it's just gonna go up and down, right? Like, oh, this is the best balance patch ever, and then it's like, oh, this is the worst balancing patch ever. We're gonna keep doing that up and down till we can hit somewhere in the middle eventually. And who knows, maybe by the time we hit somewhere in the middle, like, they're gonna probably do Marvel Rivals 3 update, which I don't know what that would look like. But this game is not even 2 years old, and they're already making drastic changes, so it can be good and bad, right? Because there's gonna be a crap ton of characters in the game, and a lot of them, I'm not gonna lie to you, they're gonna be a lot of like those Elsa Bloodstone type characters where they just come in and they just add fuel to the fire. They're not gonna fix anything. New characters don't fix anything, right? New characters are just an addition to the current state of the game, which could either be a good thing or a bad thing. Elsa Bloodstone came out in the worst possible time, probably the worst state that Marvel Rivals has ever been, which is like busted, broken Gambit, busted, broken Daredevil, and busted, broken tank DPS, tank pool. So, and it took forever for them to nerf these characters. It took forever, and Gambit is still dominating the game. He's still being permabanned. They're still so reluctant to nerf and break this character's legs, but they were so quick. They were so quick to nerf the shit out of Devil Dinosaur, a tank who literally just came out, and then they nerfed them. They removed one of the major part of his kit, which is like to bring flyers down, right, with his fucking laser beam or whatever. Now it's just this damage, which now it doesn't even do as much damage because the damage of the laser beam didn't do much to begin with. It was mainly the bleed that did a lot of the heavy carrying, but now even the bleed does 50% less damage. It does 50% less damage now, so the laser is just straight up useless. No one uses the laser beam unless it's like, you can't even hit him with the normal attack or whatever. So, and Black Cat as well. I mean Black Cat took 2 months to nerf, but she was such a difficult character to play at the time that most people didn't even bother picking her up. By the time people started picking her up, she already got completely broken down, right? So I just wish they would do something like that for a lot of these characters who come out really ridiculously broken, like Gambit and Daredevil, right? And Elsa Bloodstone, right? Elsa Bloodstone, her ult is still busted to this day. So I just hope that they address a lot of these things, man. Like, I know, like, I wanted to make Cloak and Dagger like the main point of contention here, but honestly, it's just a lot of stuff to take into consideration. So I don't know, but yeah, guys, that's gonna be my rant for today. Let me know what you guys think, and make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.